My name is Ben Mouat, and helping to put on the Talisman party this weekend. It's been good fun. Really cruised around with it, played with some dub at the beginning and into house, and I only ever play at parties like this, so it's fun. So we've cancelled more events than we put on, I'll put it that way.
Okay, so is it going to be more Talisman parties?
So it's a bit of a wavy story. Feels nice to be able to bring my friends back together and donate to something quite important. Play a DJ set, which I never normally do, and just...
Do you have a DJ name?
And we still got to have fun for a whole weekend. I'm pretty happy with that. Tune, subscribe to Solid Professor.
Thank you. Hello everybody from Talisman Birthday Bash, and we are here with the man who made it all happen. Brother, please introduce yourself.
My name is Ben Mouat, and helping to put on the Talisman party this weekend. It's been good fun.
Helping? No, you made it all happen. So how is the party going so far?
It's gone really well. We're quite relatively new to this. Like, small crew, things have changed. It's been difficult to run events, especially on this site with bushfires and COVID and all those crazy externalities over the last couple of years. But really happy we finally got to have this. We've had to cancel we've cancelled more events than we put on, I'll put it that way. And so really happy that we can finally chill out, have this, just have our friends here, donate to a charity that's pretty important to me. And none of us have caught up for so long. All being able to hang out and know everyone was double vaxxed, we can just feel a bit more of a chill element and slowly get back into that big sort of socializing bubble that we're in for ages.
Yeah, well, that's nice. I agree totally. It's been a nice vibe, a nice location too. Awesome property. Can you tell me a little bit more what the reason for the event? What's behind it? Why is it called Talisman Birthday Bash?
So it's a bit of a wavy story with it's called Birthday Bash, but initially it was our crew, or we started sort of trying to run these events about 3 years ago. So this event was meant to be that sort of birthday celebration. Then I think as time went on and the big lockdown that happened this year, it was more like birthday bash for all our friends, to celebrate everyone's birthday over the weekend. As cliche as that might sound, but it was a good way to move it to that. And it had been a hard year for everyone, but for me personally, it had been pretty hard. I'd lost my mum to breast cancer, so running this event, we're donating the profits from it and quite a decent portion of the total revenue of the event, probably about 35%, to the McGrath Foundation. And they're a bunch of nurses that really help people throughout the whole process of that illness. And so it's something that means a lot to me. Feels nice to be able to bring my friends back together and donate to something quite important.
So at this point, do you know how much money you are going to be donating to the charity?
Yeah, hopefully, so the total revenue for the event was about 13 grand. And then, through all our friends, DJs and people like yourself who've come along and just volunteered or taken a substantial pay cut so that we could donate quite a bit, it should be about 4 grand in total, which, considering it was only about 13 grand revenue and we still got to have fun for a whole weekend, I'm pretty happy with that.
That's nice. Well, if you keep the link to the donations link open for a few more days, I'll make a donation personally, because I've had a good time. I didn't pay for the ticket, so I would like to make a donation, and maybe other people would like to make it too after having such a great weekend.
Yeah, awesome. I appreciate that, brother. And I think it's a good way to leverage. Even if people put in $20 and 30 people do that after the event, it makes a relatively substantial difference. So that's awesome to hear. Thanks.
A great cause and great party and everything. I would like to ask you about yourself. How has your music and when did your music journey begin?
So music's, like a lot of people, has always had a very special place for me. I got into playing guitar when I was quite younger, and that was always where I thought my music sort of taste would continuously lie. And I wanted to play guitar here actually, but I really just wasn't ready for it. And another artist, Chantel, hit me up, and there was that slot there, and I thought, well, you're actually pretty good, so I'll put you on there and won't put myself. But music for me was, it used to be guitar, always rock and roll fan, sort of psychedelic rock like that band HYG that played earlier. But yeah, here I got to play a DJ set, which I never normally do, and just really cruised around with it. Played with some dub at the beginning and into house, and I only ever play at parties like this, so it's fun.
So do you have a DJ name?
I don't actually. I put myself just as Mouat for the sake of a lineup, but no, I need to figure one out.
Well, we'll call you Mouat at the moment for now.
Mouat for now is, it's pretty good with me.
Okay, Ben. Well, how long is it going to be going? So we are, today is Sunday, by the way, day 3 of the event. When do you think it's going to be wrapped up? When is Sam coming to pick up this truck?
So the truck, I think we've just left it, I want to say, we've left it Renegade because it's the Renegade Fire Service, but a bit of a laissez-faire plan. I think Sam will sort it out sometime next week. We'll rest up, go to work and live our normal sort of professional lives and then sort this shit out later. But we'll be playing music. There's scheduled music till about 5 p.m. and then sort of just open decks between our crew and whoever's left, and we'll just hang out and sit in front of the tunes for a while.
And so you've mentioned to me earlier, we had a conversation that you've moved to Melbourne now. So how is it gonna affect the Talisman Crew and the parties? Are they gonna be more, or is it gonna be sort of a one-off? So as I understand, Talisman is a crew, right? Okay, so is there going to be more Talisman parties, and how is your move to Melbourne going to affect that?
I would love to have more Talisman parties, and to be honest, this is the first event I've thrown since I've been a part of with Talisman and thrown since I've been in Melbourne, and it's been our biggest one. So I think it's obviously a bit difficult me moving to Melbourne, and it definitely presented challenges with this one, but I also think, hey, we still did it anyway. I'm sure it's a lot of my role is more admin, just trying to do behind the scenes sort of spreadsheet stuff, so it doesn't actually matter as much if I'm here. I'm colorblind, so I'm not touching the generator and the distribution board or anything. I'm not too handy, or not as handy as these guys at tools, so I think for me it's sort of fine being a bit more on the, director role from Melbourne. For lack of a better term, definitely not a director role, but if I can equate it to a business, probably,
Well, I guess, you're right. It doesn't really matter where you're located. You can do that all from Melbourne. So I'm glad to hear that. So I'm looking forward to more Talisman parties then.
We'll definitely see you at the next one.
Thank you, brother. Well, thanks very much for talking to me and filling in our audience on what happened and why it all happened. Thanks very much, brother. Nice talking to you, guys. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.
Subscribe to Solid Professor.
Thank you.